as we're trying to improve our performance at Call of Duty Black Ops 3, it's almost automatic that we concentrate on researching and getting the best guns and the best attachments for those guns. We'll watch Drifter, Exclusive Ace, Mark of J and Tabor Hill, to name but a few, and scrutinise their videos on the breakdown for the best guns and what they use to get these amazing streaks and nuclears, then try the setups for ourselves. The problem is that although we can be using the same guns, attachments, score streaks, specialists and perks as these guys, we just don't perform as well as they do. Sure, you could say that this is down to gun skills, and we should all be playing at least one bot game a day to sharpen our accuracy, but the real difference is the tactics they use when playing the game. What I found is that with most guns, I'll use the attachments to adjust it so it suits my playstyle and tactics, rather than change my playstyle and tactics to get the best out of that weapon. What this leads to is that most of my used and most favourite weapons are variations on the mid-range assault rifle, because my boots on the ground, pushing forward playstyle and tactics suit these weapons. I end up using the KN-44 and Razorback an awful lot. This in itself isn't a bad thing, but it means that I struggle with some of the more specialist weapons like shotguns, sniper rifles, long-range assault rifles and ultra-short-range submachine guns. In other words, because my playstyle is too fixed, I find it tricky to change my tactics when using different weapons, or if that particular map, game mode, or what tactic the enemies are using demand it, so I end up repeating the same mistakes over and over again. If you've watched any of my recent streams, you'll know that one of my goals for Black Ops 3 was to weapon level max all the base guns, launchers and melee weapons, and that process has helped me understand the limits to my style and tactics and how I need to, and can if I want to, change them. But the weapon that I was most worried about weapon level maxing turned out to be the one that taught me the most, and that's the combat knife. What you're watching here is me using the combat knife to go 20 and 12 on Breach playing Team Deathmatch, a score that I'd be happy with an assault rifle or an SMG, and if you'd asked me beforehand I'd have said there'd be no way I'd even get into a positive KD with just using the knife. This wasn't my first go on just using the combat knife with no other weapons, but it was only about my third, and what really surprised me is how the limits of the weapons forced me to drastically change my playstyle. I know that you think, well, that's obvious. Sure, with the knife you can't rush straight towards your enemies like when you're using an SMG or an assault rifle, but you'll be surprised at the times when we all pick up a weapon that's not really suited to our style and use it inappropriately. Yet because the knife is so restricted, I was absolutely forced to play in a more considered fashion, waiting, rushing, hiding, listening, and when I got an opportunity to strike I had to commit and really go for it. The knife makes you think so much harder. Where are your enemies? What route should I take to get behind them? Can they see me? Can they hear me? Can I rush across this gap and stab them before they turn around and shoot me? But most importantly, I also kept thinking about how, if I was playing with a gun, how much better I would have scored if only I could use some of these tactics when I'm rushing around with my ARs and SMGs. So there we go. I hope this video made a little sense, and if like me you'd help changing your tactics to suit the weapons you're using rather than the other way round, please check out the combat knife and persevere through a few rounds of Team Deathmatch with it. You'll be surprised at what you can achieve and how your mind will adapt to the knife's restrictions. For these combat knife challenges I use Spectre with active camo, and for perks I use Flak Jacket, Ghost, Fast Hands, Hardwired, Awareness and Dead Silence. Although thinking about it I could have swapped Fast Hands and Flak Jacket out for some more appropriate perks, maybe like Cold Blooded, Overclock or something similar. That's enough from me. Please put any questions or comments down below, hit like if you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe if you'd like to see more of the same. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.
your game. Mission clock running down. Be advised, hostile UAV incoming. Objective failed. Head for exfil.
Mission failed.
Damn, dog. And I was hoping for a fight.